Alright folks, buckle up, cause today we're diving into one of the most electrifying luxury beasts out there, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG SL63 SE Performance. Yeah, the name's a mouthful, but trust me, this machine speaks fluently in horsepower. We're talking about a plug-in hybrid roadster that doesn't just flex, it performs like it's auditioning for a Fast and Furious sequel shot in Monaco. Now, this car ain't just another AMG in a shiny coat. Nope, this one's a whole different animal. Under the China blue paint lies a hybrid heart that pumps out 805 horsepower and a mind-blowing 1,047 pound-feet of torque. You heard that right, 4 digits of twist. That's more torque than most small trucks and about enough to spin the earth backward if you're not careful with the throttle. Mercedes calls it e-performance, but honestly, they could have called it instant regret for your neck. Because when you floor it, this baby hits 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds flat. That's right, 2.5 seconds. It's so quick that if you sneeze while launching it, you'll open your eyes and already be at the next traffic light wondering what just happened. And get this, it doesn't just stop at the numbers. The way it delivers that power feels supernatural. From the moment you take off, the torque hits instantly, pure electric fury, and then the V8 joins the party like a rock band kicking in mid-concert. The handoff between the electric motor and the twin-turbo V8 is smoother than a corporate handshake after closing a billion-dollar deal. Before we go further, hey guys, if you're loving this vibe and want more deep dives into performance monsters like this one, do me a solid, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your car fam. It helps us keep the fuel flowing, literally and algorithmically. Alright, let's talk setup. The SL63 SE Performance uses the same 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 found in the standard SL63, but now it's juiced with that electric kick. It runs a 9-speed wet-clutch automatic transmission, 4-wheel steering, and one of the most advanced suspension systems AMG has ever cooked up, hydraulic active anti-roll bars that keep it glued tighter than your boss's budget spreadsheet. The hybrid motor itself has its own 2-speed gearbox and limited slip diff, powered by a compact battery with direct cooling. Sure, the EV-only range is barely in the single digits, around 1 mile if you're lucky, but that's because this battery's designed for performance, not eco-flexing. Think of it as a caffeine shot for your engine, not a smoothie cleanse. Together, this setup makes the SL63 SE Performance a rocket with manners. And when you hammer it, you realize it's not just about straight-line speed, this thing handles. The 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system smartly balances the rear V8 and the rear-mounted electric motor to drive all 4 wheels, either together or separately. Translation: this car grips harder than a first-time skydiver holding onto the plane door. Now let's talk feel. When you're behind the wheel, everything about this car screams precision. The steering, heavy, fast, accurate. The suspension, firm but forgiving. It doesn't bounce or roll like some overpowered Grand Tourers. It communicates, it lets you feel the road but never punish you for it. Yeah, it's stiff, but remember, this is a sports car, not your grandma's Sunday cruiser. And yes, the ride is firm, but it's composed, confident, and surprisingly comfortable for something this capable. Mercedes has nailed the balance. You can rip around corners like a maniac or glide down a coastal highway with your hair barely moving in the wind. Speaking of wind, the convertible setup here deserves a shout-out. There's zero compromise when you drop the top. No rattles, no extra noise, no drama. Plus, you've got warm air vents in the headrests, the kind that make you feel like you're sitting in a 5-star spa on wheels. You can literally drive top-down in 50-degree weather and still feel like you're in a heated bubble bath. But let's keep it real, no car's perfect. The SL63 SE Performance does come with a few quirks. For starters, that trunk is tiny. Like, don't even think about bringing golf clubs, tiny. And the interior, while loaded with luxurious features, feels a bit too similar to its cheaper siblings, like the SL43. For a car that costs north of 200 grand, you kinda wish it had a little more exclusive wow factor. It's like wearing a $5,000 suit that still uses the same buttons as the $500 version. Still, the cabin tech is next level. Huge digital displays, ambient lighting that can turn your car into a disco club, a Burmester audio system that could make Beethoven cry, and massaging seats that make long drives feel like business class travel. Let's pause a sec for a quick laugh, because if you buy this thing, you might wanna keep it away from your teenager. Why? Because one launch in this SL63S and they'll think every car is supposed to hit 60 miles per hour faster than their Wi-Fi connects. And that's a tough standard to live up to. Alright, now back to business. On the test track, the numbers tell the story loud and clear. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Quarter mile in 10.4 seconds at 135.3 miles per hour. Braking from 60 to 0 in just 108 feet. Grip levels, 0.99 grams on the skid pad. Those are serious supercar stats, and remember, this isn't a coupe or a stripped-down racer. It's a convertible luxury car with massaging seats. Now that's what I call multitasking, the kind of car that can destroy a drag strip and then take you to a 5-star dinner afterward without a single hair out of place. But let's talk about something a little controversial. Wait. This car tips the scales at 4,784 pounds, that's heavy. Like, SUV heavy. But here's the thing, Mercedes engineered it so damn well that you almost never feel that bulk. It moves, turns, and reacts like a much lighter machine. The electric assist hides its size like a black suit hides a few extra pounds. Smooth, sleek, and confident. In Sport Plus mode, the SL63 transforms from luxury cruiser to straight-up predator. The throttle response is sharp, the gear shifts are crisp, and the hybrid system works overtime to deliver relentless acceleration. The engine and motor talk to each other so perfectly that you'd swear they're finishing each other's sentences. But flip it into comfort mode and things calm down. The car relaxes, the hybrid kicks in only when needed, and you could cruise all day like a boss. That said, once you've experienced the madness of Sport Plus, comfort almost feels boring. Like switching from espresso to decaf. And look, for those who miss the classic smooth SL from back in the day, yeah, those luxury cruisers are history. This one's a pure AMG experience, and that means drama, excitement, and just enough insanity to keep you awake. So, what's the verdict? The SL63 SE performance isn't trying to be subtle. It's the car that shouts, "Look at me," then disappears before you can finish turning your head. It's luxurious, yes, but it's also brutally fast, technically brilliant, and deeply addictive to drive. Sure, it costs a fortune, around $209,000 to start, and about $230,000 as tested, but that's the price of having one of the most advanced hybrid convertibles on the planet sitting in your garage. And while Porsche, Ferrari, and McLaren are all busy tweaking their hybrids for the future, Mercedes has already landed in that zone, with something that's not just fast, but usable, comfortable, and built for real roads. At the end of the day, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG SL63 SE performance is proof that legends don't fade, they evolve. AMG didn't just add electric motors for efficiency, they did it for excellence. The result? A roadster that hits harder, sounds meaner, and feels smarter than anything wearing the SL badge before it. So yeah, long name, short 0 to 60 time, and a legacy that just got a major voltage upgrade. And hey, before you bounce, if you had fun with this review, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your crew. Drop a comment and tell us what car you wanna see next, maybe we'll take it for a virtual spin right here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you ever get the chance to drive an SL63 SE performance, hold on to your sunglasses, cause this Benz doesn't just move, it blows minds.